Hello everybody and welcome to part 21 of the Arduboy dev stream. So sorry I was maybe sometimes I didn't stream. I was quite busy at work, but today I have some time to do some streams. So last time I have left you with we were working on the platform, and the drawing function was kind of working but a bit complicated. And last time I told you I may think about a better way to write it, simplify the implementation of that function, and also to maybe support also the drawing of the ladder. So that's what I did. And now I will show you what I've done. Yeah, I mainly rewrite the draw function of the map manager. So as you can see, before we had this kind of test, which was quite complicated to understand. So I simplify it a little bit. So the first thing I've done first is I move this sprite y computation here. I move it in the upper loop here because obviously this variable only depends on the y variable, so we can just compute it one time for the y and we don't need to recompute it for every x iteration. So that simplify that optimize. It's mainly an optimization actually to make the function faster. And then the other thing I've done is I put two parameters here in the draw function before one boolean before to replace the draw wall boolean. This is a min and max, a sprite index to draw. So I can, when I call that function, I can specify from which index to which index I want to draw the sprite, so I can discard some sprite. And here you can see that now here, for example, I draw between the first index block 88, which is index 0, to the platform, and then after that I draw platform, so only the platform obviously, and then later also I draw from ladder to ladder, so only draw the ladder also here. So that helped me to call this function several times with not a crazy amount of parameters, I would say. All right, so we have a min and max, and if we have a min and max, that means we can simplify this test. The test here becomes, of course, the sprite ID must be in between the min and max, equal, so greater than min and less than max. And the other specific case that I have now is that if the sprite ID is not a platform, or if it's a platform, I should draw the platform, right? So that's the only specific crazy test that I have here, but this should draw platform is defined here. So I move this also here. And the should draw platform will reuse some of the test here, of course. So it depends if we specify the first one here, that means we are just drawing the static normal static wall. So I draw the platform if the platform is if the platform is above, right? So that makes my should draw platform a bit more outside of this test, and here it becomes a little bit more simple. Also I added this, but this one is for later. So if you remember, I will show you, we had a specific index, which was a platform with ladder. Let me show you that actually. So if you remember, we had a platform here, and we had a ladder here, and we have a platform with a ladder here. And actually this sprite we will so I've reorganized the sprite before these last two was inverted. So now I put the platform with ladder at the end, and actually this sprite we probably don't need to draw it, because we will not draw it. Because here, if we have this specific index, then we will either draw a ladder or draw a platform. So that allows me to split the drawing of the platform during the platform drawing phase, and the drawing of the ladder during the ladder drawing phase, right? So I still draw this sprite in two steps, but I still need this specific index, because on the level design, that in a very specific position, you may have this platform with ladder at the same place, exact same place in the level. So that's a little specifics for ladder and platform. And yeah, this is our simplified version with the test here. So hopefully it's a little bit more readable. However, I understand it's still not that straightforward. It's still a bit complicated. But hopefully this should be probably the last complexification of the code, because after that I think we have drawn everything, so we should be okay. All right, so here the signature has changed. What I have changed also is here. So here, like I said, I have inverted the ladder and ladder platform with ladder. I put it after that. So that means here, of course, the two have changed at the end. And here also have updated the map. All right. So now the behavior should be the same, I think. So I can still work on the platform. And as you can see, there's a bug that we already had before, which means if I jump like that, I go through the platform. And the reason why we have that bug is because when the main character is falling for several pixels. So that means the previous frame, the character is above the platform, and the next frame is 3 pixels under. So the previous frame, the main character doesn't touch the platform, so it doesn't land. And the next frame, the character is under the platform, so the platform is not drawn. So the player just go through the platform. So it's just a little bug that we may adjust. The adjustment to fix that bug is probably here. Probably here when we compute the fit on screen. We may probably need to adjust a little bit this. So we may fix that later. Now I want to start to implement the ladder. Yeah, we can do that first, and then we will fix that bug, which I think is quite easy to fix. All right, so as I said, as you have seen, I have drawn my ladder here. And after drawing the ladder, I need to call another function. We will call another function for rig. So here we had the rig to check the static collision, and then here after drawing the ladder we may check the ladder. So we will check the collision again, and if rig is in collision with the ladder, then we know that rig is in front of a ladder, right? So we should do it here. And by the way, I think we should do that before drawing check static collision for time. Yeah, maybe not. That's okay. We can try to do it here. We'll see if it works or not. So check ladder collision. All right, rig. I'll declare it here. And we'll implement around here. All right, so we can draw. So I will draw again, but actually and then I will set a flag, because this flag we will use it in the input state of rig. So if rig is in front of a ladder, we may enter into climbing the ladder state. So it's the same, a bit the same logic as I forgot where we had a flag that we check later. So let's declare it. Okay, yeah, is there a cell for crawling state? Yes, it was for the crawling state, so can declare it here. Variable for the ladder state. Is in front of ladder. So we will draw it in transparent, I guess. I should not change any color here. And let me check for yeah, this one was okay. Oh yeah, okay. Spray data with me. All right, sorry, it's quite a long time I didn't work I work on this, so I forget a bit, but should be okay. So I will draw in transparent, and I think this return an int, which is a collision flag. So why? Because I just don't want to say that we are in front of the ladder if the player only collide with 1 pixel of the ladder. I want at least to be I don't know, like 4 or 5 pixels with the ladder. So this one so I should make and was yeah. So the main character is 9 pixel, if I will remember. Already forget. Yeah, it's 9 pixels. Okay. So that means 9. Yeah, half is like 4. At least should be half, I think. So at least 4 pixels. And I forgot. So I should check for the fit. We use that for the fit, the wall collision. Let me check with my calculator. So in hexadecimal 0.7 decimal. Okay. Now what I want to test actually. Yeah, 3. So actually I want 8. I want, sorry, that's me. I want F, at least F to collide. So if it's, actually no, I don't care about the pixel on the right. I want middle pixel to collide with, yeah, actually I can just take the bit in the middle. So middle of 9 should be 5, I think. So all right, so this one, yeah, okay, 10. 1 2 3 4, okay, 10. Yeah, I want to collide with 0x10. All right, let's do that. And then this will work in both directions, because I just so the ladder should, yeah, we should have collision in the middle of the character with the ladder. All right. So if this is not 0, then that means we are in front of a ladder. All right. I think that should be okay. So now we can just, oops, sorry, we can try to use that in the input. So we will start to climb. Well, actually, okay, I can do it for the jump. So there is a different case. There is the jump. So when you jump and you jump on the ladder, then you should, the main character should grab the ladder, so should enter into a ladder state. And but if you walk in front of a ladder, then nothing change unless the player use the up or down button. Then if you are in front of a ladder and you press the up button, then the player will start to climb up. If you are in front of ladder and you press the down button, then the player will start to go down. And if you jump on top of it, then you just grab the ladder. So it's in this function, I think. Yeah, update input. So if we are jumping or falling, right? Okay. So just let me check something. Okay, everything seems okay. All right, so I was saying, so in the jump state, this is to change, move left or right while jumping, so that's the air control. And I think after the air control, we can check, climb the stairs if grab the ladder, not the stairs. If we are in front of it, so if we are in front ladder, then we should just init the, I think I have nothing else to do, just init climb ladder, and I will just create that function. Okay, so here, for example, all right, so the state will become the climb. I forgot the name, so let's check the name. Reckoning frame ID should be climb. That's the current frame ID. That's not the state, sorry. Climb start. The state should be climb. So do we have climb? No. I don't walk, jump, fall, fight, crouch down, stand up, crawl, death. Okay. Climb ladder. Okay, we climb ladder. The animation is climb start. And do we have anything to change? Maybe not. We can use the animation direction to know if we are climbing up or down. It depends how we implement the climb ladder. All right, so then we have to implement that state. So for example, after fire, crouch down, stand up, crawl, death, or before the death maybe. Okay, so climb ladder. We will add a speed. So climb ladder and speed. Okay, let's declare it. Here. I don't know the speed. Let's use 3 again. For now, we'll see. All right, so what happened? We increase the anim frame, and it's a loop animation, so we can just use a set next anim frame, I think. Okay. Yeah, climb start, a climb end. Oops, sorry. Increase. Yeah. I forgot if it's ping pong or loop. I think it's loop. Let's quickly check. Okay, so it's here. Like that. Oh, I think it should be ping pong. It's ping pong. All right. Let's test it like that for now. We will change it later. All right, so here, do we have to do anything else? I don't think so. Well, I never exit the later state, but I want to test like that for now, and we'll see what we have. So init climb ladder, not declare. Okay, let's declare it. All right. Okay, let's try it. Oh, okay. That is strange. I am blocked. And I didn't touch the ladder, so ah. Okay. You should change the animation. So Current frame. Sprite data, climb start, climb later. What did I forget? Current anim frame. Current anim frame. Blah blah blah. Climb start. Yeah, it should. Climb start is 9. It's correct. 9 to 11. Yes, I know the problem. The nope, no, the init climb is only done during the jump, which is fine. You should play the animation actually. Yeah, that's strange. Let's not change the animation state just for testing. Nope. Okay, maybe I just go back to jump state again. Yep, I think that's the problem. So, jump, init fall. Yeah, I think it may loop in between fall and climb the ladder. So if we jump, change the setting, otherwise change the floor. So we are in the else, and in the else then there is no floor under. then we start to fall. So I can test if I'm not climbing the stairs, but actually I'm not sure I want to support that case. Do we have some level design with like we have now with a ladder but nothing under? Or should all our ladder reach the floor? That's a good question. That's a level design actually. So if yes, that means here we have to do something, and probably not init 4 if we are under a ladder. So if I'm not in state 4 and is and I'm not in front of a ladder, so I can fall. Let's try again. All right, yeah, now I have my animation. Good. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's continue. First I will put back the animation here. I should modify that function to use it for a ping pong or a loop. By the way, I'm not sure. I need this. Okay. A flag to tell if it's looping. Okay. If so if we are looping, we just start again with the first animation. Otherwise, if it's ping pong, then we should reverse the animation direction. And so your current frame is less than then reverse reverse the animation again. So we increase the current frame to in the direction of the animation direction. If we reach the last frame, if it's looping, then we go to the first frame. Otherwise, we just reverse the animation. But we should do that. Oh yeah. Can just write -1 and here 1. Otherwise, if the current animation frame is less than frame ID, we just go to frame ID +1 and the direction become 1. Okay, so that function should work in ping pong or loop mode, if I didn't make mistake. Doesn't work if there is only one frame in the animation, but I think you should not call that function if you just have one frame. 2 frame is okay. All right, so by default should be true. True. So this one is false, is a ping pong. This one is a looping. Looping for crawl. Is it used elsewhere? Nope. So I may have maybe I should set the animation direction in the other init state, otherwise I may have some problem. Stand up, init crawl. Okay, this one becomes 1. Okay, this one is 1 for crouch, 4. Should be 1 also. And idle should be 1, I think. All right, let's try that. Forgot to modify the signature. Right, it is. What's the function? All right. All right. Yeah, I got my animation. Okay, much too fast the animation speed, I think, but that's okay. All right, now let's try to move up or down. And actually, yes, we have an idle on the ladder. So climb ladder and in speed, let's use 5. Yeah, if we stay on the ladder, we don't change the animation. Okay, so let's do that. It's in the animation state. The update. Okay. So this will depend on the input. So up button. So I will use a local boolean is moving, for example. I call it false for now. I will set it to true if I'm moving up or down. And here I will check if I'm moving. I update update the animation, otherwise I don't update the animation. If the player is moving. All right, and this here, so if it's up, should be Y decreased, otherwise if it's down, we increase it. Okay, let's try that. Okay, okay. It's going very fast, but now I'm blocked. All right. And you know what? I feel that the drawing of the ladder on top of the character makes the sprite of the character difficult to read. So I'm wondering if we should probably delete, erase, or clear the ladder, the pixel under the ladder when I draw the character. Maybe. Let's try to jump. Okay. Okay. Okay, and also I think we should be able to move left and right on the ladder a little bit to, you know, adjust your position on the ladder. So let's do that first. Left and right. So left X, right X. Should we play the animation also? Not sure. Let's keep it. Let's not play the animation when translating left and right for now. Okay, let's try that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's quite fast actually, huh? Yeah. We should only increase X and Y every animation step, I think. And yeah, because here it's too fast actually. All right, so let's rewrite the code. Like this. Don't need that anymore. Just like this. And I will increase again the, put it back to 3. Oh yeah, but the moving, I still need the is moving flag, sorry, mistake. But it's okay, it's much more controllable now. Slower. This is a bit slow actually. Maybe not. Let's first okay. right. Yeah. Well, if I translate left and right and without animation, it's a bit weird. So yeah, we need an animation. I'm not sure if I can use the same. Going up and down is quite nice, actually. So let's play the animation for left and right to see how it feels. Yeah, feels better, I think. Probably we can use it. I should remove that for testing the later. Remove the arrow. All right, let's try now to erase the ladder behind, just to see if the visibility is better. That should be, normally that should be quite easy. Here in the check ladder, we can draw in black. And I will also remove the statuette. Like this. I didn't remove the statuette. What did I do? Spike. I thought I did. Anyway. I'm confused. No. Yeah, because it doesn't erase the pixel if the pixel is black on the sprite of the main character. So it's useless to draw in black. Yeah. All right. And I drew in black and then redraw above it. So yeah, we can draw inverted. Let's try that to see if it's better. I'm not sure it's better, but Uh, um, here. Here. In death or climb ladder, I draw in invert mode. Let's see if it's better for visibility. So that makes the, yeah, even more noisy, I think. Ew. Ew. No, not good. Okay, never mind. Let's try to finish the implementation to fix the remaining bug. What time? 1 hour of streaming. Okay, 1 hour. Well, we can try to push a bit further. Or maybe we can do a first commit and then try to improve from here. So I will revert that. Just okay. Let's see what we have. Hey, doesn't want to show me the difference. What happened? A bit confused here. Okay, Okay, tortoise just crash. Thank you. Just reopen it. All right. So what do we have? Yeah, change that. I'll revert. Anyway, doesn't change. We have that. We have the check later collision that we, okay, just refactor the, we just check the collision after drawing the ladder on the map manager, and in the rig, then okay, enemy speed, the new state, climb ladder. We have our flag to check if we are in front of a ladder. We have the init climb ladder state. We have refactor or set next item for supporting looping or ping pong animation. Set the current animation direction to 1 or first or init climb ladder. And then when you jump, if you are in front of ladder, then we go to the init climb ladder state. Okay, here this is the state of climb ladder. And okay, this is just passing the new parameter. The new function was the looping mode and ping pong mode. Here, if we are in front of ladder we don't fall, and we check the ladder collision. We just draw in transparent. If we have collision in the middle of the sprite, then we are in front of a ladder. All right, so start to implement the ladder state for the main character. All right, so what do we need now? There's still the bug of the jump on platform. This one we could try to fix, and also obviously we need to change state. But I'm thinking, because it's almost working here, for example, if I go up to the ladder, then it will enter into full state. But also, yeah, what happens if I just walk here? Oh yeah, I still also have that kind of bug. Okay, here I'm not falling because I'm in front of a ladder, but I didn't enter into the ladder state neither. So, because for now we just init the ladder state from jump. So obviously we should also enter it from, I just jump here. From the other state. Yeah, there is a couple of places where we should do that. Okay. All right, I think let's do it. I'll change the map data first. Put the stair all the way down. Okay, where is my here? It's 39, 20, 30. It's a 30. Should be 30. Yep, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And remove the statue here. The statuette is the bonus, that's why I didn't remove it. All right. All right, let's try that first. I still have my throwing. Raise them. I forgot where I put it. Here, arrow launcher. Here I should this one. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we have a ladder, and now up to the floor. And now what I would like to do is to climb the ladder if I press the up arrow. But right now I can only do that if I jump. And also have some issue if I try to escape the arrow, but not on that. Ah, yeah, also on that direction. Okay. All right, so first we can do that. Climb the arrow from walk. And walk, and probably also from crawl, maybe. Let me check the other state. So what do we have? So jump and fall. Okay, already done. Fire, nope. Should not change. Crouch down, probably not. Stand up, probably not. And then crawl, yes. So place dynamite. Stand up, left, right. So here I can just probably do else if, would be a bit safer. So I will check that the input is up. And that there is I'm in front of the ladder, then I can start to climb the ladder. Actually, button up, okay. Because already if the button down is not set, I will stand up. So yeah, it's almost impossible actually to start climbing the ladder from that. So I guess it's probably useless actually. Because to press the up button, I will probably need to release the down button. So, and if I release the down button, I will just stand up. So I think, yeah, we don't need to go to climb ladder from crawl. I think it's not necessary. So then we have climb ladder, death we don't do. Yeah, okay, so just from walk, yeah, idle and walk. That's the jump, that's the down in it crouch, that's the left, and that's the right. Otherwise it's idle, so we can just put it after the down here. If it's up and in front of ladder, then I can climb ladder. Okay, let's try that. All right, that works well. I cannot exit. All right, so if I'm just in front of it and I press up button, here I'm not fully enough. Okay, here I'm enough, and then I can just, okay, climb. Great. All right, so I don't have the bug like before. Ah, yes, I have it now. All right. So now we should, in the function that check the collision of the floor, we probably should exit when we reach the floor. We should exit the climb later. So that should be in the static collision, I guess. This function, we are not jumping. Their collision under. So if we are falling, we go back to idle. I think if we are also climbing stair, we should go back to idle. So if the state is fall or state is climb later, we should go back to idle. Let's try that. But problem, now I cannot climb the ladder anymore. All right. I should check if I'm going down. And input is down, the down button. Okay. Oh, nice. So up and go down, and I even go to crawl after that, which is very nice. I can crawl in front of it. Right. Okay. What about this situation? Okay, this situation is a problem. And also I want to be able to want to be able to go down the ladder from the top, which obviously is difficult here because I don't have a ladder. So maybe it will need some specific code for that, but we'll see later. Let's think about, okay, this I cannot go down. All right, so all right, so let's fix this bug about the jump and going through. Oh yeah, and that also. So that is a bit strange because this one is a platform, it's not a ladder. So okay, so let's fix those bugs first. Let's see what we can do. So in the map manager, we draw the platform, then we draw the ladder, then we check the ladder collision. Right. So should we draw the ladder first before drawing the platform under fit? Probably. Check the okay, we check the collision, we draw the ladder, we check the ladder, and then we draw the platform, the remaining platform, and then the item. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Seems that fixed the problem. I don't know why I have that problem. Okay. So like I said, let's fix the fall and platform bug. So for that, what I want to do is add a function here. Just call it get fit on screen. Get fit, that fit altitude, that fit Y on screen. All right. Sign char and put it before the idle maybe. All right, so this one. Right now we just return y, which is again not correct, but we will fix it later. Add 12, and also need to remove the falling speed. So I forgot if we have a variable for that. Probably. I forgot a bit, so let's look into the fall state. Here, the animation y jump is this one. No, that's jump. That's this one. Jump and fall vertical move. But if it's falling actually. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so by default we'll have that. And we'll return the value. +1, I think. So yeah. Oh yeah, if it's falling 1 1 1, it will -1 +1. Yeah, so we should not change it. Yeah, I think +1. All right, let's try that. Uh, 116 here. All right. Seems to have fixed the bug. All right. So if I just jump the exact amount, it works, and if I jump more than that, so if I fall from a higher state, it seems to work also, like this. Ooh, what's that? New bug coming. So we are in debugging phase, huh? Right. Yeah, that's good news. So I still have that issue here. If I'm 1 pixel higher, I can fall. Otherwise, I just, if I'm like this, no. If the fit is in the platform, then I have this issue. Ha. Ah, need the character needs to be at a specific altitude to have this problem, but I don't know which one, which altitude. Oh, I succeed to climb up to the top. Oh, nice. That fixed a lot of issue actually. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I cannot take the ladder down here from here. It just crouch. And if I go down, okay. Start to be good. Start to be good. So we have a few bugs remaining. I think I will stop the stream now. We can commit this, and I will probably try to search those bugs outside of the stream, and I will show you how I fix it. The couple of issue we have is when you try to exit the ladder from here, sometimes you have some kind of hesitation. Seems to be blocked. I cannot reproduce it. Yeah, here like that, like this. So that's a little issue. That's a little bug. The other problem is here, like we have seen. Sometimes I'm stuck in the ladder state. The other bugs we have seen is here. If I jump, not sure how I managed to create the bug, but in the collision. So, and after that, also here to be able to go down the ladder. But this is not really a bug. This is more like feature missing, I would say. We need to implement something. And then after that, yeah, seems quite good. That means we will have all the state of our character, of our main character done, which means it's a good news. That means we can move to AI and move to the scrolling of the screen for moving from one level to the other one. So yeah, let's commit this. Let's review what we have changed and commit it. So I have changed the map to have a big ladder to remove the arrow launcher, and here I have reorganized the drawing of ladder and platform. I have fixed that hard-coded by a function that we may change later, but at least it's a clean function now in the map manager. And in rig, what we have that function, and we have we can climb the ladder from walk state or idle state, and we also exit the ladder state if we reach the bottom, if we have collision. All right, seems good here. Okay, so fix some bugs related to the later state. Fix the bug of landing on a platform from a full state. All right. So thank you everybody for watching this stream. I hope you like it. Like I said, next stream we will probably implement. So I'm not sure. Maybe the AI or maybe the scrolling of the level. I think we should do the scrolling of the level. It's probably more important. Because you have noticed that currently we use the X and Y in global parameters value for the character, but we also use it as if it's on the screen value. So we need to add a function and refactor everywhere in the code, search everywhere in the code, where we want to use the local coordinate on screen, or if we want to use the global coordinate. And if we do that function, we can also start to implement the scrolling. Well, the scrolling of the screen we already have implemented at the very beginning. If you remember, it was one of the first, maybe the second, third, I forgot, stream about that. So the code is still here. Hopefully it's still working, hopefully, but we probably have broken something. But now we will need to trigger it. We will need to call that function to make the camera move when the main character exits the screen, right? So we'll probably do that next stream. So thank you for watching again, and see you during the next stream. Bye bye.